Hi, Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Nasila and today I'm going to talk about the role of the Islamic religious bond in helping Muslims overcome the problem happened in the pandemic, covering both the achievement and also the failures. In 2019, in the aftermath of the outbreak of COVID-19, the entire world is feeling its effect, the negative effect of COVID-19, including the Muslim world in general and also the Muslim society in specific. This outbreak of COVID-19 actually gave a really great impact to Muslims because they cannot fulfill their obligation as a Muslim on a daily day. The obligation that Muslims cannot do due to the outbreak of COVID-19 is first, they cannot perform the congregational prayer, and second, they cannot performing Hajj. This is because during the outbreak of pandemic COVID-19, the government has set certain rules and regulations. For example, like the people need to follow the SOP, they need to wear a mask, and also they need to take care of their social distancing. And this rule somehow give a restriction to Muslims to do their obligation on daily life. So what are the rules of Islamic religious bond? The first rule of Islamic religious bond is to keep the Muslim faith on the right track. But how? Islamic religious bond act as a tool that making sure every Muslim follow their SOP so that they can avoid from getting infection and they can doing their daily obligation without breaking any rules. For example, during the Friday congregational prayer, it is our responsibility to remind other Muslims to follow the SOP before praying at the masjid. To tighten the brotherhood in Islam, we need to make sure that every Muslim who come to pray wearing mask and also bring their own prayer mat. And those who are failed to follow the SOP cannot pray with other Jemaah. The second rule of Islamic bonding is to ensure the mental and the physical well-being of all Muslims during the pandemic. For example, Muslim community doing the charity and also program at the masjid so that all the Muslims can gather together to do some activities that are beneficial to them and avoiding them from wasting their time doing unnecessary things outside. The example of activity that can be done together, for example, activity that can release stress, such as sports and cooking together. This type of activity actually strengthen the Islamic brotherhood and also give the Muslim a correct way to release their tension. The Islamic religious bond has resulted in few achievement and also failure in the Muslim society during the pandemic. This achievement and also failure is based on how the Muslim society play their roles during the pandemic to overcome the issues and the problem happened during the pandemic. The first achievement that result from Muslim Brotherhood is Muslims can continue their obligation even under the restriction because of the support from the Muslim community. The next achievement is Muslims who struggle with mental and physical health has a place to release their stress and burden. And the last achievement is the Islamic religious bond strengthen the brotherhood among Muslims. So we move to the next point, which is failures. What are the failures that Muslims face during the pandemic? The first point is some Muslims used to use the restriction to avoid themselves from performing their religious obligation. Second is not all Muslims are capable to go to the masjid to join the activities. Thus, some of them still facing the issue of their mental health. The third and the last one is there is still high percentage of infection of COVID-19 in the religious places. In conclusion, strong Muslim brotherhood does give a great impact to the Muslim society during the pandemic, but there are also the circumstances that they need to overcome
throughout the time. That's all from me. Thank you.